This is all new for me, guys, because I was in a long, almost 30-year relationship, and prior to that, I had boyfriends, so I didn't date a lot. So the whole dating scene is all new for me, guys. But wait, I realized that whenever somebody flirts with me, I freak out.
What do you mean you freak out?
Like, I go, I just smile. Yo, I keeps me a good millennial around me at all times to keep it popping, right? So my friend, she was like, you big dumb, right? She's always like, if you want them to stop flirting, just say stop. And I was like, I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, as bold and as brassy and as loud and as sensual as I am, don't flirt with me. I'm looking straight in the camera. Do not flirt with Tisha Campbell. It's never gonna go anywhere for you.
You hear that? She said it herself.
It started with a whisper backstage. Then it turned into a rumor, and now it's a full-blown Hollywood storm. Nobody expected this, not after all these years, not after the laughter, the memories, the history. But word on the street is that Damon Wayans didn't take it lightly when Tisha Campbell reportedly rejected his proposal. And when I say he didn't take it lightly, I mean he went off. Now, hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, let's break this down slowly, because this story isn't just about a proposal. It's about history. It's about chemistry that blurred lines. It's about feelings that might have been sitting in the shadows for decades. And most importantly, it's about what happens when pride, love, and ego collide. For years, fans watched them together on My Wife and Kids. The chemistry? Undeniable. The banter? Electric. The connection? It felt real. But what nobody knew was how deep those feelings may have gone behind the scenes. And now, everything is coming to light.
It's the second time this week, baby. Partner.
And your choice for favorite television comedy series, new television comedy series, is My Wife and Kids.
Oh, God, I missed you so much.
Let's rewind. Back in 2001, when My Wife and Kids first aired, Damon Wayans was already a household name. He came from comedy royalty. The Wayans family had built an empire. He had confidence, talent, and control. On set, he wasn't just the lead actor, he was executive producer. His voice carried weight, his opinion mattered. Then there was Tisha Campbell. By the time she stepped onto that set, she was no rookie. She had already survived the highs and heartbreaks of Hollywood, from her iconic role on Martin to her public lawsuit drama.
Is there a sick boy in this room?
Tisha had seen both love and betrayal in this industry. She had already been through storms that would have broken most people. So when she walked into that audition room for My Wife and Kids, she wasn't desperate. She wasn't chasing validation. She was chasing opportunity. And Damon, at first, he wasn't even sold on her being cast. He once admitted he saw her as family. He didn't know if he could play opposite someone he already had a deep bond with.
Girl, see, I appreciate someone who says they don't know something when they don't know something. Partner.
But here's the twist. That hesitation might have been something more complicated. Because sometimes when someone says, I see you as family, what they really mean is, I'm scared of what I actually feel. Their on-screen marriage as Michael and Jay Kyle became one of TV's most beloved Black sitcom relationships. They argued, they laughed, they flirted, they felt real. And fans noticed that spark. But here's what nobody expected. Over time, insiders say Damon's admiration for Tisha grew stronger. What started as respect may have quietly turned into affection, and what started as chemistry for the cameras may have crossed into real emotion. But timing is everything.
Oh, God, I missed you so much.
Tisha was married to Dwayne Martin for years. Their relationship had its own drama, its own struggles, its own financial collapse. Meanwhile, Damon had his own battles, from divorce to serious health scares, including a brain tumor that changed his entire perspective on life. When someone survives something like brain surgery, when they face mortality face to face, it shifts something inside them. You start thinking about unfinished business, regrets, what ifs, and that's where things reportedly took a turn. Sources close to both camps say that after years of friendship and after Tisha finalized her divorce, Damon felt the time was finally right. He wasn't a young man playing games anymore. He had stepped back from stand-up. He had reevaluated his priorities. He wanted peace, stability, real love. And in his mind, maybe that love had been sitting in front of him all along. So the story goes that he made his move. Not some casual let's date situation, not some secret fling. No, he allegedly went big. He allegedly proposed.
It's much easier for me just to go ahead and get the vasectomy. To hell with Hallie.
It doesn't matter anymore, Michael.
Why not?
Because I'm pregnant.
Now, let's pause for a second. Imagine knowing someone for over 20 years, sharing scenes, sharing jokes, sharing vulnerability, watching each other grow older, survive divorces, survive health scares, survive scandals. That's not just a coworker, that's history. So when Damon reportedly confessed his feelings and put marriage on the table, he probably believed it made sense. But what nobody expected was Tisha's response. She said no, and not a soft maybe later, not a let's see where this goes. The word is she rejected it completely. Now, rejection hits different when you're a regular person, but when you're a man who built an empire, when you're someone used to being in control, that kind of rejection cuts deep.
I have diabetes, I had brain surgery, I'm born with a club foot, life threw me a bunch of curveballs.
And according to insiders, Damon didn't hide his disappointment. That's when things allegedly got heated. People close to the situation claim Damon felt embarrassed. Some say he felt led on. Others say he misread years of friendship as something romantic. But either way, emotions spilled over. He reportedly went off. Now, before anyone paints him as a villain, let's remember something. Rejection can expose insecurities we didn't even know we had. Damon has always been confident, sometimes blunt, sometimes intense. That's part of his personality. So when Tisha declined his proposal, instead of quietly accepting it, sources say he confronted her, he questioned her. He allegedly asked why she would allow him to believe there was something deeper if she never intended to take it there.
But here's the twist. What if Tisha never promised him anything? What if the chemistry was simply comfort? What if the closeness was simply loyalty? Sometimes men and women can share deep bonds without romance. But when one person's feelings grow silently, the other may not even realize it's happening. And that misunderstanding can explode. Friends say Tisha was blindsided by his reaction. She reportedly told him she loved him, but as a friend, as family, as someone who survived Hollywood with her. But Damon, that may not have been enough. Some reports even suggest their friendship cooled dramatically after that confrontation. Fewer calls, less public interaction, silence where there once was warmth. And fans started noticing. No more playful interviews reminiscing about my wife and kids, no more glowing shout-outs, just distance. Now, let's be clear, neither of them has publicly confirmed every detail of this alleged proposal drama. But in Hollywood, when two longtime friends suddenly go quiet, people start asking questions. And here's something deeper to consider. Tisha spent decades rebuilding herself after divorce. She openly admitted she was financially broke at one point, just $7 in her account. She had to rebuild her confidence, her security, her peace. When someone has fought that hard to stand alone, the idea of jumping back into marriage can feel terrifying. Maybe her no wasn't about Damon. Maybe it was about protecting her healing. Maybe she wasn't ready to risk another heartbreak, even with someone she trusts. But pride doesn't always understand healing. From Damon's perspective, he may have felt vulnerable for even asking. Proposing requires courage. It requires laying your heart on the table. And if you've spent your life being the funny guy, the strong guy, the leader, showing that softness isn't easy. So when that softness gets rejected, sometimes anger shows up to protect it. That could explain why he reportedly went off. Not because he hates her, not because he wanted to hurt her, but because his ego and his heart collided at the same time. And that collision, it's messy. What makes this story even more layered is their shared legacy. My Wife and Kids wasn't just a sitcom. For many Black families, it was comfort, it was representation, it was joy. Their on-screen love story felt stable in a world that often isn't. To think that behind that laughter, real feelings may have been brewing for decades, that changes how fans see everything. But here's something powerful. Even if the proposal happened, even if the rejection hurt, even if words were exchanged in anger, that doesn't erase the history they built. It doesn't erase the nights on set, the jokes between takes, the loyalty through career ups and downs. Sometimes two people can love each other deeply and still not be meant to be married, and that's the hardest truth to accept. For Tisha, this moment reportedly reaffirmed her independence. She has spoken publicly about rediscovering herself in her 50s, about no longer chasing the title of perfect wife, about focusing on being the best version of herself. If that's her mindset, then rejecting a proposal, even from someone she respects, may have been her way of saying, "I choose me." And for Damon, this could be another life lesson in humility, in understanding that love isn't guaranteed just because history exists, in realizing that timing isn't always aligned, no matter how strong the bond. What nobody expected was that a love story fans fantasized about might have ended before it even began, and that's what makes it so dramatic. It's not scandal in the traditional sense, it's not cheating, it's not betrayal in the tabloid way, it's emotional betrayal, when expectations and reality don't match. That hurts differently. Imagine thinking you found peace with someone who knows your past, your trauma, your growth. Imagine finally building the courage to say, "Let's do this forever," and then hearing, "I can't." That kind of moment can shake a man. But here's the bigger picture. Rejection doesn't mean failure. It means misalignment. And sometimes the strongest relationships are the ones that survive the word no. The emotional impact of this situation reportedly lingered. Friends say Damon became more private, more guarded. Meanwhile, Tisha continued focusing on her career, her kids, her advocacy work. Their story reminds us that Hollywood relationships aren't just glitz and glam. They're human, they're layered, they're full of history we'll never fully understand. At the end of the day, what we're witnessing isn't just a celebrity moment. It's two grown people navigating feelings later in life. It's pride meeting vulnerability. It's healing meeting expectation. And maybe, just maybe, this chapter isn't over. Because sometimes distance brings clarity. Sometimes anger fades into understanding. Sometimes rejection turns into respect. Or maybe this was the final page in a what if that lived quietly for 20 years. Either way, it's a reminder that even the strongest chemistry doesn't guarantee the same destination. Love requires timing. It requires mutual readiness. It requires two hearts saying yes at the same time. And this time, only one did. So the question isn't whether Damon went off. The real question is, will their friendship survive it? Because history like theirs doesn't disappear easily. And sometimes the most powerful love stories are the ones that almost happened.